Hello and a warm welcome to my channel where I cover stocks and derivative data almost on a daily basis. In this video, I have covered Polyplex Corporation, which is one of the leading manufacturers of BOPP films, PP, CPE and CPP films used in the packaging industry. It is also the leading global PET film manufacturer with a market share both in international and domestic markets. Its market cap is 4,200 crores and its return on capital employed is at 17.5%. Promoters hold 51% of the stake in it. FIIs hold 12.7% stake. Domestic institutions just a tiny 2.8%, while the public has around 33.5%. It has a very low debt with zero promoter pledge. The stock has also come under the Benjamin Graham screener list of stock profiles. On the 24th of May, the management decided to sell a 24% stake to AGP Holdco, a Dubai-based firm. There were many international firms trying to chase it and even domestic, but finally the deal has gone to AGP. From the non-promoter holders, the highest holding is Nippon India Mutual Fund, which has a 2.12% stake, while the Morgan Stanley Fund has 1.09% stake in the company. Now let's have a look at the charts and try to decode what lies ahead for the stock. Now this is a quarterly chart of the stock from 2000 onwards. You can see a nice steady increase going on in it, and but it does have a tendency to break the Ichimoku baseline. We've seen it break here. We've seen it break each time. Out here one, out here two, out here just with the COVID thing is a minor break below it. And again, the last 2 quarters, it has stayed below the baseline. In fact, this quarter it ends on June 30th. Still below the baseline out here. So the stock has a tendency go down, bounce back, go down, bounce back like that. That feature is there. So currently in the corrective mode, still not out of the corrected mode in the quarterly chart. Let's have a look at the monthly chart. You can see in the monthly that what was happening in the quarterly baseline. Here we can see the monthly cloud each time gets violated. This was the support of the monthly cloud gone up. Here we can see the monthly cloud has been the baseline has been broken out here. And now the support is near the monthly cloud. It's a very, very thin support line. But each time the support line has been like that. It's never been a huge thing except for this particular one. It's always been a thin support line for it continuously in the monthly time frame. Let's have a look at the weekly chart. In the weekly also, we have quite a sharp downtrend which took place. Well, now the baseline in the weekly got taken out, again a push down, but we have a bullish Ichimoku TK crossover. It's below the cloud, but still a early signal that yes, we could see some bounce happening in the stock going ahead if possible, because the way the trend of the small and mid caps are, can it further rise? Let's have a look at the daily time frame to assess it. I tried to give an Ichimoku breakout, pull back into the cloud right now. Future Kumo slightly bearish out here with a resistance build up at 1400 currently for the stock. Now let's try to assess where is the major support and how has the stock, one very interesting thing which I saw is how the stock has been doing in the pullback, because currently in the higher time frame, the stock is on a pullback. So let's try to analyze that once again and see what lies ahead for this stock. Before I do that, just a quick reminder to viewers that my courses on harmonic trading patterns, Ichimoku, trading psychology, risk management are there. They are videos which are extensively covered with every possible aspect of an uptrend, downtrend, sideways market, breakout, pullback, reversal setup, how to trade the winner, how to spot the winners. Everything is covered in extensive details. And in the trading psychology risk management session, you get 10 live sessions, one-on-one exclusive with me, where we learn how to further reduce risk, how to work on trading discipline, and how to look for sector rotations, how to look at a stock rotations within sectors, etc. So if you have would you like to be interested in it, please go through the link in the description box. Or if you have any queries, do shout it out to me in my email ID and I will come back to you on it. So let's get back to the chart. So one interesting aspect which I found in the stock in the monthly time frame is this, that each correction of it, currently also it's going through a correction. With each correction the stock does, the stock tends to do a 62% retracement. You can see right from its listing period, the first correction was 62% of its rally. The second one again has done the same thing. This was a deeper one, in fact, 88% out here of this rally. Then this one particular has also seen a correction, COVID one, again 62%. And where are we currently? We are also at a 62% retracement from the COVID low for the stock. So can this retracement at the 61% in the quarterly chart hold and take the stock up? Well, time will only tell us that, but right now at a very good support. Now let's come back to Ichimoku and see how and where can we look for possible opportunities in that stock. So in the monthly, like I said, trading below the baseline. Let's come back here to the daily time frame now. Yeah. So from a from every angle, the 1230 level, this is at swing low. This needs to be protected by, if it starts sustaining below 1230 now, because it's a small cap stock, cash segment, I would say maximum, if it starts sustaining on a weekly basis below 1230, ideally it should not breach and sustain on a daily closing basis below 1230. But sometimes due to these small cap stocks, this kind of scenario happens. I would say max to max weekly. If it manages to hold above it, fair enough. Failure to hold the 1230 level would lead to more selling pressure in it. Now, here is the other interesting thing about this stock, which I spotted and I wanted to share with you all, is that ever since the Jan 2009 rally, from where after every pullback, what it tends to do is the retracement after every rally. So this was the first rally, this is the pullback, this is the second rally. The pullback comes back to the area of breakout out here each time. So this was number one. Then we have again out here a movement which is again into the pullback area, number two. So both incidents showing that it's a stock which has this tendency to its nature is to do deeper pullback. Now, if this level of 1230, like I said, on a weekly basis, I don't want to go into the daily aspect of it, fails to hold, then the possibility of a deeper correction comes into place all the way to the breakout area, which was quite deep in this case. So that's a word of caution. A heavy, steep kind of correction would then take place in the stock, in my view. I could be totally wrong in that analysis, but as a investor or even as a trader, I would be worried below that level in the stock, because both the weekly, the monthly, both are on a downtrend mode. Even the quarterly, we can see a bearish TK crossover has taken place out there. Now, if the stock manages to hold on to this 1230 level and tries to push its way up, the first major resistance is here at 1400. 1400 looks like a steep resistance. You can see this one, you can see this twice out here that the stock got rejected out there. So if it manages to push its way above 1400, then there will be some upside momentum, which is the next resistance out here. We can see that the stock made a gap down out here. We have a gap down out here. But this gap down will work as a next resistance, which is at 1450 to 1520. So 1400, 1450, 1520 are immediate hurdles for the stock. After that, yes, we can say that the upward movement will get much more smoother for it as it pushes its way up towards 1750 odd or 1725.50, which coincidentally is also the monthly baseline resistance 1775. So though the immediate short term 1400, 1450, 1500, and then 1750 to 1775 is the next resistance. If it can take out that resistance, then the push is much higher, 2000, 2050 onwards like that. So a stock which is may have bottomed out, but very early to confirm it as a reversal, seeing the nature of the pullback the stock has a history of doing. So as an investor in it, or even as a trader in it, I would like to go level by level in this stock, take it one level at a time and then push forward in it and see how it progresses. And then, one can be a pyramid investor, keep adding as it gets stronger and keep setting up a trail in its path if it makes a higher low formation. Now we are yet to see in the stock a higher low formation. If you can see out here, the stock continuously is making lower lows, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower highs. Each time we have a lower high in the stock non-stop taking place. So the first thing I would like to see is that a move up like this to get a bit more confident in the stock, because then we would say that this is a higher low out here for the stock, which would give more conviction validation for further upside in it. And then we can start seeing, yes, that the stock breaks the lower high pattern also out here. And then we can, yes, but right now, I would look at it with strict stop loss of 1230 and also with a lot of, not too aggressive in it in terms of value buying or even the company may be doing superbly well, but something in the charts is not giving that bigger confidence to me right now. I may be totally wrong on it. One should look at their own study in depth. This is just a educational one which I'm giving you. So please understand as a disclaimer, this is not a trading or an investing advice. This is a pure educational video based on Ichimoku and Fibonacci and classical patterns within a channel. So before you take a call on it, whether you would like to buy or sell or trade or invest in it, please do your thorough research before you take that call. So I hope this video is of help to you. So please do like it, subscribe to the channel and do share this video. Until then, happy investing everyone. Bye bye.